Do you serve in full-time ministry while working a second job? Do you know what two sustained sources of cortisol produce in the body without a recovery window? Has any health program you've tried accounted for both jobs? Two callings, one body. Every health program assumed there was a gap. There has never been a gap. No program has been created for your schedule. They were all built for someone with one job and a clear week. That's not you. In this video, learn why generic health programs fail the bivocational pastor, how two jobs produce two cortisol sources, and how you can lose 20 to 30 pounds in 90 days despite neither job stopping. Number one, bivocational body bears the burden of both. What do I mean by this? You have two jobs that require two sets of energy that impact one body. When there's no recovery window between either one, then your body pays the price over time. Colossians 3:23 reads, "Whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men." Two roles without a recovery window reduces the capacity. Your body only has so much it can give. It's hard enough to juggle one job with a spouse, children, family, hobbies, and other things that you want to do in life. A second job simply adds to this mountain of energy and recovery that is required. Being able to do either role heartily requires that you take care of the capacity of your body. It needs to be built to handle this. The body carries both roles when it has it. As what? The capacity to bear them. This isn't about getting rid of your other job, or taking some form of supplement, or drinking more coffee. It's about implementing simple changes, a specific sequence that will build the capacity to manage both. You've likely already tried to do more to improve your health and fitness, but doing more just taps into energy that you don't have. When you build the proper foundation, it means that you can draw energy and capacity from it. What can you do to begin this process? Name the second role's specific impact on the body this week. Just one thing. How has taking on this second job affected you? Not having enough time is general. It's generic. It's something that will always plague a bivocational pastor. But how has your body been affected since taking on that second job? Name it, define it, and start there. Number two sources of stress shape the body's state. What do I mean by this? Ministry and employment are both cortisol sources. Those two sustained sources without a recovery window means that fat loss is physiologically impossible until that changes. Romans chapter 8, verse 11 reads, "He that raised up Christ from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwelleth in you." Your mortal body is capable of more than two sustained cortisol sources have allowed. It might seem like you have a lot on your plate with two jobs and everything else that you're doing, but you are able to quicken your mortal body using the sequence that I will go through later. It's not enough to simply do more. You've been doing that for a while and not got the results that you want. It's about putting the same amount of effort into a different order, which will change things. The sequence addresses both cortisol sources before the gym is reached. Ministry cortisol and employment cortisol are two sources. The gym, which is in the arena of strength, is step 5. Steps 1 to 4 should be applied before you ever get there. Anything physical you then want to add won't burn out within a few weeks. What can you do in the meantime? Name the cortisol contribution of each role. One thing that each job brings in terms of stress, in terms of increased cortisol. Awareness alone can do a lot. It enables you to know and understand where to begin. Number 3, schedule built for both produces the best result. What do I mean by this? The sequence does not require a gap between your jobs. It was built for the schedule that already includes these roles. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11 reads, "The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong." The result goes to the pastor with the right sequence. The result doesn't go to the pastor who is swift, nor tries to throw their strength behind the problem. Trying to do something quickly or trying to simply do more will never work. Applying that speed and strength alongside the right sequence is what produces the results that you're looking for. This sequence was built for the dual role schedule. You will never have a week that isn't busy as a pastor, and that goes doubly for a bivocational pastor. If your time isn't bound up in sermon prep, then it's bound up in your other job. Thankfully, this sequence has never required that there be a gap. That's not how real life works. It was built for the schedule that already exists. What can you do to get your mind right before we go through the sequence? Follow the sequence inside the dual role schedule. You need to understand that it's not about waiting for the right time, because there is no such thing. You have to be okay with being as busy as you are and still applying what you are about to learn. Number 4, one result follows one right sequence. What do I mean by this? You have 2 roles and you are still going to be able to lose 20 to 30 pounds in the next 90 days by following this sequence that I am going to outline. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13 reads, "I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me." All things includes 20 to 30 pounds across 2 roles with no gap. I've already given away the first area that you need to focus on: Spirit, Jesus Christ, the character of Christ. Galatians 5:22 to 23. This is the first step in what is known as the sovereign strategy, specifically created for pastors. For bivocational pastors, this is an even more important sequence to adhere to. 2 roles, 1 body, 1 sequence. You have spirit, stress, sleep, serving, and strength in that specific order every single time. 20 to 30 pounds lost in 90 days is the result that always follows. Spirit, be sure that you are conforming to the character of Jesus Christ. Stress, put up boundaries with people and things in your life. For a bivocational pastor, this is even more critical. Sleep, make sure that you are getting to bed early. Make sure that you aren't drinking coffee or having caffeinated drinks too close to bedtime. Make sure that you are sleeping for long enough. Serving, make sure that you are eating healthy. Remove all junk food from your house. You may think that you need a whole lot of snacks because you don't have the time to eat. But if you meal prep, then you have something healthy on hand. And then strength. Strength is last because the other 4 areas impact it the most. Going to the gym, minimum 3 times a week, 45 minutes each time. You don't need a lot of time spent being physically active to change your physique. This sequence is why the result of 20 to 30 pounds being lost in 90 days is what happens. How can you apply this to your life right now? Start the sequence today inside the dual role life that already exists. Remember, this isn't about doing more just to do more. You've been doing that already. It's about putting your effort and your time behind this sequence, a sequence that has proven effective in changing the lives of many pastors. The sovereign strategy was built to complement a pastor's life and get them incredible results. This applies even more so to the bivocational pastor who has 2 jobs, 2 sources of cortisol, and 1 body with which to do everything through. To recap, number 1, bivocational body bears the burden of both. Name the second role's specific impact on the body this week. In order to make effective use of this sequence, you need to understand what is going on in the first place. So identify that, identify the impact on your body that your second job is having. Number 2, 2 sources of stress shape the body's state. Name the cortisol contribution of each role. You might have had stubborn body fat take up permanent residence on your body. You may have lost energy that was forthcoming months ago. Whatever it is, note it. Number 3, schedule built for both produces the best result. Follow the sequence inside the dual role schedule. You will never have a week that isn't full of things to do. So it's not about waiting for a perfect time to implement this. Implement the sequence regardless of how busy you are. And number 4, one result follows one right sequence. Start the sequence today inside the dual role life that already exists. Spirit, stress, sleep, serving, and strength. The sovereign strategy. Lose 20 to 30 pounds in the next 90 days. Put all the effort you've been saving up behind another health attempt and instead put it behind the sovereign strategy and change your life. I hope this video has blessed you. Remember, sin can't win. Embody the son who won. See you soon. Lose 20 to 30 pounds in 90 days. Spirit, stress, sleep, serving, strength. Done with you in 90 days with the sovereign strategy. If you are ready to work, book your sovereign session. Link in the description.